Welcome everyone to quiz class. Today we have a 100 question quiz and we will be looking at 6 different categories. At the end, you can tell us what you ranked with our quiz class awards. And our 6 categories are visual trivia, quirky questions, entertainment, people, sports and games, and travel. So let's begin with question number 1. And it's visual trivia. Can you spot the difference? Let's see how good you are at spotting the difference. And the difference is the heart in the second stew. Which of these is a real picture of the Gadi Sagar temple surroundings? And the answer is picture B. Can you spot the difference in this picture? The fish in the background is the difference. And question 4, can you spot the difference here? And we see the butterfly. What is the name of this delicious tropical fruit? Wild mango, papaya, or dragon fruit? And it is the papaya. Can you spot the difference here? Someone's not snacking on snail today. There is a snail in the one picture. Can you spot the starfish? And there it is in the bowl, the starfish. Question 8. Can you spot the difference here? And there we have a little paper boat in the ocean. And question 9. And of course, we have the image in the TV set. What is wrong with this photo? You won't be able to watch TV while sitting on that couch. Can you spot the difference here? The color of the eyes of the Great Sphinx are different. Can you find the fishy fish? And right there it is. Can you spot the difference here? Hint, it is bigger than you think. In the front of the quiz card logo, the text, the plate, all of that is different. Can you spot the spider? And right there on Doggo's nose. And in the flowers, we can see there is a donut in one of the flowers on the left. And let's move to quirky questions. Where does the metallic smell on coins actually come from? Nickel or cobalt, oxidation or rust, oil and bacteria from hands. Oil and bacteria from hands. According to research from 2017, what can break down plastic? Caterpillar spit, artificial acid clouds, or increasing the amount of salt in the ocean? Caterpillar spit. Which creature can learn new things despite not having a brain? A jellyfish, a goldfish, or a mantis shrimp? A jellyfish. When will the Earth experience its last solar eclipse? About 600 million years from now, 400 years from now, or in 2034? About 600 million years from now. What computers existed during Julius Caesar's lifetime? None, obviously. Ancient computers for the printing press, or analog computers? Analog computers. Up to how much can a single cloud weigh? A few hundred pounds, 1,000 pounds, or over 1,000,000 pounds? Over 1,000,000 pounds. What animal has the fastest punch in the world? A baboon, a kangaroo, or a mantis shrimp? A mantis shrimp. How often is the entire surface of the skin replaced? Every week, every month, or every year? Every month. How long would it take an average person to walk around the world if they walked for 12 hours a day? 360 days, 690 days, or 1,220 days? 690 days. How many times does the average person blink their eyes in a year? About 1 million, almost 5 million, or over 10 million? Over 10 million times. What is earwax actually a type of? Urine, oil, or sweat? Sweat. How much nasal mucus does the average nose produce every day? About 2 tablespoons, about half a cup, or about 1 cup? About 1 cup. How much taller are you in the morning compared to when you go to bed? more than 2 centimeters, about 1 centimeter, or 0 centimeters? About 1 centimeter. How much spit does the average person produce in their lifetime? 10,000 liters, 20,000 liters, or 40,000 liters? $40,000 liters. Question 30. Which canyon in the USA is deeper than the Grand Canyon? Hell's Canyon, Bryce Canyon, or Great Canyon? Hell's Canyon. And let's move to entertainment. Which Alfred Hitchcock film's primary promotional poster showed Cary Grant being pursued by a biplane? North by Northwest, Rear Window, or Some Like It Hot? North by Northwest. Which play features the married couples Martha and George and Honey and Nick? Why Did I Get Married, The Betrayal, or Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? What was the name of the first book written by Stephen King in which a telekinetic woman kills her fellow students at her high school? Annabelle, Carrie, or Matilda? Carrie. Which of these isn't a Jane Austen novel? Gosford Park, Northanger Abbey, or Persuasion? Gosford Park. Who wrote the Magic Flute? Beethoven, Mozart, or Piccolo? Mozart. Which of these does not belong to the group of friends on television? Chandler, Jenny, or Ross? Jenny. Which of the Marx Brothers did not feature in any of their films but appeared in their vaudeville act? Chico, Gummo, or Zippo? Gummo. Which of these novels was not authored by Charlotte, Emily, or Anne Bronte? Wuthering Heights, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, or The Mill on the Floss? The Mill on the Floss. What was the 1999 film Star Wars Episode I subtitled? The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Sith, or New Moon? The Phantom Menace. Why was the tumbling woman sculpture, which commemorated the people who had to leap from World Trade Center on 9/11, taken down? It collapsed, it decayed, or it was too disrupting according to the public? It was too disturbing according to the public. Which of these characters is not a part of the Simpson family? Bart, Lisa, or Morty? And the answer is Morty. Which musical composition was written by Tchaikovsky in honor of Napoleon's defeat? The 1812 Overture, Brandenburg Concerto, or Moonlight Sonata? The 1812 Overture. Which literary work features Mrs. Malaprop's character? Romeo and Juliet, The Rivals, or To Kill a Mockingbird? The Rivals by Sheridan. Which TV show is Time on Our Hands from, which for more than a decade held the record for the largest UK audience for a 1996 sitcom episode? Only Fools and Horses, Days of Our Lives, or All My Children? Only Fools and Horses. Which television program features Animal as a regular character? Sesame Street, The Simpsons, or The Muppets? The Muppets. And we are at people. Question 46. Who was Sir Winston Churchill's spouse? Barbara Rosebery, Clementine Hosier, or Margaret Thatcher? Clementine Hosier. On June 21, 2001, which American blues musician passed away? John Lee Hooker, Robert Johnson, or Stevie Ray Vaughan? John Lee Hooker. After the Confederate States of America were founded in 1861, who served as its president? George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, or Jefferson Davis? Jefferson Davis. Which of these scripts did Harold Pinter not write or co-write? The Dumbwaiter, Look Back in Anger, or Victoria Station? Look Back in Anger. Question 50. Which jazz musician is honored by a memorial in Central Park, New York, unveiled in 1997? B.B. King, Charles Brown, or Duke Ellington? Duke Ellington. Which fate set Spencer Perceval apart from other British prime ministers? He married into the royal family, he was impeached, or he was assassinated? He was assassinated. Who was involved in the creation of the musical The Beautiful Game alongside Andrew Lloyd Webber? Ben Elton, Elton John, or Robert Johnson? Ben Elton. The discovery that the volume of a given mass of gas at a given temperature is inversely proportional to its pressure was made by whom? Isaac Newton, Max Planck, or Robert Boyle? Robert Boyle. Who served as Ceylon's first prime minister following the island nation's independence on October 14, 1947? Dinesh Gunawardena, Don Sivan Senanake, or Indigo Gunawardena? Don Sivan Senanayake. Whose destiny, according to Greek mythology, was to prop up the universe on his shoulders while standing near Hesperides' garden? Atlas, Hercules, or Thor? Atlas. Of these, which is not the offspring of Victoria and David Beckham? Brooklyn, Cruz, or Nevada? Nevada. Which playwright from Britain was awarded the 2005 Nobel Prize in Literature? Alan Walker, Harold Pinter, or Andrew Lloyd Webber? Harold Pinter. Who was portrayed in the movie The Last King of Scotland and was the president of Uganda from 1971 to 1979? Idi Amin, Mahatma Gandhi, or Muhammad Ali? Idi Amin. Which musician, best known for his work with The Who, was a bassist, songwriter, singer, and horn player who passed away in June 2002? Bob Dylan, Kurt Cobain, or John Entwistle? John Entwistle. In which battle did Horatio Nelson lose his eye? Battle of Calvi in Corsica, Battle of Copenhagen, or Trafalgar? Battle of Calvi in Corsica. And let's go to sports and games. Which game features a murder mystery that takes place in a mansion and requires players to use room, suspect, and weapon to solve? Cluedo, Monopoly, or Scramble? Cluedo. Question 62. There we go. Question 62. In cricket, which of these is a fielding position? Backslide, shortstop, or silly mid-on? Silly mid-on. Which of these needs the least amount of space to compete? Ice hockey ring, polo ground, or Olympic-sized swimming pool? An Olympic-sized swimming pool. Why were Jim Thorpe's medals removed from him at Stockholm in 1912 after he won the pentathlon and decathlon? He had deliberately tripped his opponent, he had previously played baseball for a fee, or his poor sportsmanship. He had previously played baseball for a fee. After being proclaimed the 2006 Tour de France winner who tested positive for high amounts of testosterone in a drug test, Floyd Landis, Floyd Scruggs, or Martin Landau? Floyd Landis. What led to the 1968 disqualification of Swedish pentathlete Hans Gunnar Liljenwald from Mexico City, the first ever Olympic doping test failure? Beer, marijuana, or steroids? Beer. Which board game was developed in 1904 by a Quaker and later made popular worldwide by Charles Darrow with some revision and help? Trivial Pursuit, Scrabble, or Monopoly? Monopoly. What number is directly to the right of 20 on a normal dartboard? 1, 19, or 21? 1. Which of these teams does not participate in Major League Baseball in the U.S.? The Cincinnati Reds, the Florida Panthers, or the New York Mets? The Florida Panthers. Question 70. Who tied Jesse Owens' record of 4 gold medals at one Olympics set in the previous games in 1948 in London? Audrey Williamson, Fanny Blankers-Cohen, or Stanislawa Walisewicz? Fanny Blankers-Cohen. Who took first place in 3 long-distance events, including the marathon, during the 1952 Helsinki Olympic Games? Emil Zatopek, Lassie Byron, or Peter Snell? Emil Zatopek. Who broke the record in 1961 as the first player in Major League Baseball history to smash 60 home runs in a single season in 1927? Babe Ruth, Roger Maris, or Hank Aaron? Babe Ruth. What is the name of the line that the player who is throwing darts must stand behind? The line, map, or oki? Oki. What is the name of the area that encircles a golf hole? Area, green, or bank? The green. Who was the 2000 Formula One Drivers' Champion? Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, or Rubens Barrichello? Michael Schumacher. And let's go to travel. Travel questions. Which country is landlocked? Bangladesh, Burkina Faso, or Monaco? Burkina Faso. Which of these sums up Monaco the best? Kingdom, republic, or municipality? Sorry, principality. Principality. What is the number of red stripes on the U.S. flag? 6, 7, or 13? Seven. Which U.S. state capital has the lowest population? Montpelier, Honolulu, or Pierre? Montpelier. And we are at question 80. Which country is home to Changi Airport? Singapore, Tibet, or Vietnam? Singapore. Which construction is the newest among these? Angkor Wat, Cambodia, Colosseum, Rome, or Parthenon, Greece? Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Which island territory is an independent, non-incorporated territory of the U.S.? Dominica, Virgin Islands, or Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. Which is the smallest area among these? Andorra, Malta, or San Marino? San Marino. Which Australian city is home to the suburbs of Kangaroo Point, Jindalee, Jamboree Heights, and Indooropoli? Adelaide, Brisbane, or Perth? Brisbane. On which island in Japan is Mount Fuji located? Honshu, Hokkaido, or Shikoku? Honshu. What body of water are the shores of Chicago, Illinois, USA situated on? The Atlantic Ocean, Lake Michigan, or the Hudson River? Lake Michigan. What best describes Tonga? Dictatorship, kingdom, or republic? A kingdom. Which U.S. state now has the capital with the shortest tenure? Providence, Oklahoma City, or Sacramento? Oklahoma City. There is an Irish county with the name up, down, or over. Down. And we are at question 90. Which of these is Pennsylvania's capital city? Boston, Harrisburg, or Pennsylvania? Harrisburg. And we are at our mystery round, last 10 questions. Who starred in the inaugural installment of the longest-running film series featuring the same main character in 1962? Sean Connery, Roger Moore, or Gordon Scott? Sean Connery. Which of these is measured using the terms diastolic and systolic? Theatrical performance, seismic activity, or blood pressure? Blood pressure. What came before Thailand's reform from absolute to constitutional monarchy? A revolution in 1932, the king's assassination, or destruction of cities by a rebellion? A revolution in 1932. Which novel introduces the fictitious paradise of Shangri-La? Horizon Zero Dawn, Lost Horizons, or Dark Horizon? Lost Horizons. Which Canadian province is home to Wood Buffalo National Park, Elk Island National Park, and the Columbia Icefield? Alberta, Ontario, or Quebec? Alberta. Which organ makes insulin? Kidney, liver, or pancreas? The pancreas. What has Mikhail Baryshnikov's long and distinguished career as a star of the HBO series Sex and the City been? Ballet dancer, economist, or a singer? A ballet dancer. Which one of these is a character from the movie series The Matrix? Ethan Hunt, Thomas A. Anderson, or Dr. Emmett Brown? Thomas A. Anderson. What is the purpose of a clothlet in the visual arts? To transport pigments, to clean paintbrushes, or to polish statuary highlights? To transport pigments. And last question, what is the litmus that is used to identify acids and alkalis in litmus paper? Crushed gemstones, seaweed, or dye extracted from lichens? Dye extracted from lichens or lichens. Bonus question, what color comes before violet on the rainbow? Let us know the answer in the comments. And as always, Here we have our Einstein Awards. Let us know how you ranked. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.